Maraya Govindaaya Namo Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So before I speak even a single word, I would like to offer my obeisances to all the Vaishnava Acharyas in Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, primarily Srila Prabhupada, my own spiritual master Srila Gurudev, and then all the Vaishnava Acharyas and all the Vaishnavas who are assembled here. I'd like to seek each and every one of your blessings, because without a Vaishnava's mercy, I have no qualifications. I'm fit for nothing, useless fellow myself. But somehow or the other, by the intervention of a Vaishnava in my life, somehow I was brought into this beautiful process of Krishna consciousness, which I'm really, really happy about. And this Gita Mandir project also is giving all of us an opportunity to come like this and start our spiritual journey. And for that, exalted, wonderful Vaishnavas, all who are assembled here, they are all serving behind the screen so that they all can bring us and serve together at the lotus feet of Shri Krishna and Srimati Radharani. Okay, so the topic today is seeing Krishna as he is. Okay. I don't know. 1 second. Oh, so they may need a help there. Yeah. Yeah, we feel free to help. Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So it's about 10:57 already, 11 o'clock. 30 minutes, 40 minutes probably? Huh? It's okay? Yeah. Okay. Labdhva sudurlabam idam bahusambhavante manusyam arthadam anityam apiha dhira turnam yateta napated anumritya yavan nishreyasaya vishaya khalu sarvatasyat. Labdhva sudurlabham idam bahusambhavante. This human form of life is very rare, sudurlabham. Because it's obtained after many, many lifetimes. Labdhva means we obtain that. Sudurlabham, idam bahusambhavante. After going through many, many millions of species of life, somehow or the other we have finally arrived in this human body. Manushyam, right? Like as a human being. Arthana manityam apiha dhira. A dhira, so vishaya khalu sarvatasyat. This propensity to enjoy is there in all the species of lives, specifically in the form of ahara, eating, nidra, nicely sleeping, bhaya, nicely defending ourselves, maithunancha means procreating offsprings. These so-called means of sense gratification is available in a dog, in a pig, as well as in a human being. But Srimad Mahabharata actually says that ahara nidra bhayamaithunancha samanyametat pashubhir naranam dharme hitesham adhiko vishesha dharme na hinaha pashubhir samanaha. If my life, if I examine my life as of today, let's say today is what date? 22 February 2026. And if I examine my life all through, and if the life was only about nicely am I eating in Sarana Bhavan, now in Frisco, that said they lined up all the vegetarian restaurants, Bharat Bhavan, Sarana Bhavan, whatever Bhavans, right? So if my life is only about every weekend I go there and happily nicely eat, no problem. But what I'm trying to say is, my life is only about that, ahara, nidra. If I'm only sleeping nicely in a 5-star hotel or in a nice restaurant, not restaurant, hotel, or home, right? Nice facilities. Ahara, nidra, right? Bhaya means if I'm defending with sophisticated systems. We actually defend at many levels. We defend at the borders of the country. We defend ourselves at the state level. We defend ourselves at the city level. We defend ourselves at the community level. At the home, also we have security alarms, right? Everybody has security alarms at home, right? Yes. Then we defend ourselves at the personal level also by wearing, by having a shelter at home, home, by having these nice clothing, right? And we subtly also defend ourselves, through egoistical pursuits and fights. I am correct. No, I am correct, right? How many of you experienced that? Only I am correct, right? Like that. So we defend ahara, nidra, bhaya, maithunancha. Everybody knows, having the pleasures of the maximum pleasure that this material world offers is in the form of the sex life, and then we use that to produce offsprings. So if my life until 22nd February 2026 has always been only about ahara, how nicely I am eating, how nicely I am sleeping, how nicely I am defending, how nicely I am having all the pleasures, and nothing else, then we have to question. Mahabharata says then there is no difference between you, pashubhir samana. There is no difference between a dog and a human being, because a dog is also eating. If you go into any these Discovery Channel, documentaries of about a animal species or something, they will show how it is eating, how it's procuring its food, how it is defending itself through shelter, how it is defending, how it is sleeping, how it is producing offsprings. It's only about that, nothing else. Do they talk about how intellectually they are debating about Advaita Siddhanta and all this? We cannot. Can two dogs come together and discuss about, okay, let me send my puppy to Frisco ISD versus, what is the next city? Prosper ISD. Do the dogs discuss like that? No, only human beings can. Dharme hitesham adhiko vishesha. Dharme nahi neha pashubhir samana. So henceforth, we have to employ our highest intellectual faculties in asking bigger questions. Why am I even here? What is the purpose of me? What is this whole concept of God? Right? How am I related to this God? And what is the journey looks like? So those are the questions we should be asking ourselves, than just how best I can increase my 401k portfolio, or if my investments in Tesla stock, is that going to really, Nvidia, sorry, right? Everybody is after Nvidia now. So those things are not the highest questions. Labdhva sudurlvam idam bahum sambhavante manushyam arthanam. We have to bring some meaning to this, human form of life. So hence, one must understand in this human form of life ultimate goal. One should understand dash, fill in the blank. What? Ultimate goal. Can anybody, not the devotees who are already practicing, already knows way more better than myself also. So don't answer that. Let's open it to anybody else who's coming for the first time, or has been very new. What is the ultimate goal, Mataji, according to you?
It's to serve in this life.
Wow, everybody please clap. It's to serve It's to serve in?
Serve in this lifetime that we have got.
Ah, wonderful, Mataji. Thank you so much. I wish I had 1 millionth of an iota of that mood. My life would have been successful. But thank you so much for sharing. Serving, yes. Any other answers? Fun from Prabhuji's side. No answer. Huh? Prabhuji, aap bataiye. That's okay. Let it be there. It'll be there. That's good. I'll put one photo. Yeah. Huh? What did you say? Moksha. Okay, that's a good answer. Liberation. No, that's one answer. Okay, nice, Prabhuji. Thank you. Anything else? Mataji side, one more. And one more from Prabhuji side. Please prepare among the Prabhujis to save time. Any other one answer? One more answer, please.
Go back to Godhead.
To go back to Godhead. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. And one more answer?
Just live your life without causing any pain to others.
Wonderful. This is compassion. Prabhuji is talking about compassion. Mataji is talking about going back to Godhead. This is Kuntha. Kuntha means a place of anxiety. She's talking about going to Vaikuntha, where there is no more place of anxiety. Mataji talked about seva, service, selfless service. And Prabhuji was talking about compassion. Forget about all big ideals, at least do not harm others. Right? So these are all nice, wonderful answers. So according to the Shastras, the ultimate goal is also given. So let's understand what the Acharyas give us. The ultimate goal is not, for example, Mataji said, going back to Godhead, Vaikuntha. The ultimate goal is not that. Many times, you may use that as a, again, by the way, even in the spiritual circles, we have the marketing techniques. How we can, get people into bhakti. End of the day, there is no hidden agenda. The agenda is to purify one's own self. Okay. So one of the low-hanging fruit that they throw at is, hey, if you do bhakti, you go back to Godhead, Vaikuntha. That's also good, but that's not the primary benefit. In fact, a selfless love, please underline the word, selfless love, does not demand anything. Even going back to Godhead. So the ultimate fruit, the ultimate goal of life is not even going back to Godhead. It's actually attaining love of God, Krishna Prema. It's attaining a Krishna Prema. Once you have the love, right, for God, these are all maybe a side benefits. You may attain moksha, you may attain, for example, going back to Godhead, right? You may attain all those things. But the main purpose is to somehow or the other love God, love of God. Krishna, God, can give you everything but that. It's not easy to give. The reason is, if Krishna gives that love of Godhead, love of God to us, that is as good as giving the keys of the entire cosmic manifestation into your hands. Krishna is the supreme controller. Ishvara Paramo Krishno Sat Chit Ananda Vigraha. Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. He is the supreme cause of all the causes, and he is the controller of the supreme controller. He is a supreme controller. He is controller of all the controllers. Yet, he is controlled by one person. And that person is devotee. Okay? So to become a devotee, in fact, that's why Sri Rupa Goswami in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu explains that pure devotional service, Shuddha Bhakti, is rare. Very rare. So much that on the planet actually, so many great devotees are there. I'm not saying that. But on the planet, one who is having that exclusive Shuddha Bhakti, maybe 9 billion people we are on the planet. Maybe 9 people will be there like that. That much rare it is. That's one of the principle of Bhakti. Then what about the rest? The rest of our all, we are doing sadhana Bhakti so that we can actually purify ourselves to get to that. Okay? So, if Krishna can give you that 401k portfolio you are looking for, Krishna can give you that name you are looking for, Krishna can give you that fame you are looking for, Krishna can give you that strength you are looking for, Krishna can give you your best business that you can do, Krishna can give you the best position that you are looking for. Krishna can give you the beauty, can give you everything, but Krishna Prema. So it's not so easy. So we have to do our part and then Krishna will do his part. So we have to literally come and beg for it. Can a beggar demand? Like in Hyderabad or in India, when you are driving car, these beggars will come and knock on this one. Or at home, we have seen beggars will come. They'll say, please give me something. Will they say, Mataji, aaj paneer butter masala with 2 roti. ऐसे demand करते हैं क्या? Beggar can demand? No, beggar is simply begs. Okay, we should really beg. Right? But however, so the ultimate goal of life is Krishna Prema. Okay, the ultimate goal of life is dash, fill in the blank. Krishna Prema. Or, if you are not convinced that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that's fine. Vishnu Prema or whatever your Ishta Devata's Prema. Okay? Narayana Mayam Dhira Pashyanti Paramarthina Jagat Dhanamayam Lubdhaha Kamukaha Kaminayanam Kamini Mayam. A lusty fellow is always looking for an opportunity how to get, for example, lusty favors from the opposite sex. Everywhere he is only looking with that idea. It's a crude example. A greedy fellow is always looking at how can I extract money, because that guy is always greedy. What is there in for me? Like that. So similarly, if you apply that to a sadhaka, the sadhaka should also see how can I somehow or the other become Krishna conscious. Just like the lusty fellow is seeing all the lusty things in everybody, we should see Krishna everywhere. We should see God's hand in everywhere. Just like that greedy fellow is seeing what kind of opportunity I can see to extract money, we should be greedy for bhakti. What is the opportunity can I get to do some seva? Mataji was saying seva. How can I serve the devotees of the God? How can I serve the God himself? Like that. Right? So, to see God is to love God. To love God is to serve the devotees of God. And you should have Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochana. Brahma Samhita, right? Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochana Santas Sadaiva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti Yam Syama Sundaram Achintya Gunaswarupam Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. Right? Brahmaji is saying we should have the ointment of love added to our eyes. If you put green glasses, how does the world look like? If you put red glasses, how does the world look like? If I put lusty glasses, how does the world look like? If I put the glasses of material desires, how does the world look like? As sense objects that I can enjoy. If I put the glasses of bhakti, premayuta bhakti, then what will the world would look like? That's why Prahlad Maharaj is seeing the Lord even in the stone pillar, whereas Hiranyakashipu is, even if the Lord was in front of him, he was not seeing it. That's the difference. So our journey as a sadhakas is to turn our hearts of Hiranyakashipu into Prahlad. Now you may say, hey, Prabhuji, क्या है? थोड़ा ज़्यादा ही बोल रहे हो आज. मैं हिरण्यकशिपु जैसे दिख रहा हूँ क्या? यार थोड़ा बाहर जाएंगे, चलो देखते हैं थोड़ा क्या चल रहा है यहाँ. नहीं, we may agree or not, we are in this world because we were not fit to be in the spiritual world. We have rejected God by our own free will. Free will is one thing that cannot be taken away, because Krishna, love cannot be forced. Can somebody force love? If somebody puts a gun on my head and say, hey, you love me, then because of fear I may say, yeah, I love you. But do I really love? No. Out of fear we may love. So we are here is not to become fearful of God. Prahlad Maharaj, when Narsimhadev came in that Ugra Swarupa, was he scared? He approached Prahlad Maharaj, approached the Lord with love. Right? So love is the important aspect. It's not an easy thing. So, Premanjana Charita Bhakti Vilochane, when your eyes are anointed with ointment of love, then you will see love everywhere. So, in this world, in Kali Yuga, we cannot actually see the Lord as He is with these eyes. We cannot see it. In the previous Yugas, Dhruv Maharaj has seen Him face to face. Within 6 months, he did it. Everybody knows Dhruv Maharaj. If you know Dhruv Maharaj, please raise your hand. Yeah, Dhruv Maharaj is one person who was, long story short, he was denied to sit on the lap of his father, Prajapati. What was his name? I forgot. Uttanapad, thank you. Uttanapad was the Prajapati, and he was denied to sit on the lap of his dad, and his stepmother threw him out and said, if you have to sit on the lap of your dad, you be born again in my womb. Like that she said. Then he got so pissed off. What this, he's Prajapati, he's holding all the many planets. Let me go ask for a bigger planet than him. And then he went to his mom, and mom said, Beta, in this world, if you have to ask, the only little knowledge I have is that you have to go ask Krishna. Nobody else. Then he said, where can I find him? Go search. Right? And he started searching, and Narada Muni came. Narada Muni finally agreed, said, okay, if you have to do this, please chant this mantra. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. He gave that mantra. And within 6 months, Dhruv Maharaj, so much determination. It's actually on record. Even if they have Guinness World Record for all the other worlds also, then Dhruv Maharaj has attained self-realization within 6 months. Fast track. Right? So within 6 months, he actually had a direct face-to-face audience with the Supreme Lord. But unfortunately, in Kali Yuga, for us, we cannot have direct audience of Lord. We cannot. So hence, we perceive the Lord through His agencies, through His energy, through His through His representatives who come into this world as acharyas, right? As Vaishnavas, they actually come to claim us back. And sometimes Krishna himself comes to this world to perform his leela, so to claim us back. Okay? So, to see the Lord, today I'm going to talk about another ways of how we can see the Lord. Okay? So let's start with the journey. Okay, and the journey is simple. So the journey starts from the spiritual journey has 3 aspects. Okay, the ultimate goal of this is what? The dash, Krishna Prema. So this process is called yoga. Yoga means to connecting 2 dots. Yoga comes from the root word yuj. Yuj means to connect. Connect what? To connect anything. How many minimum 2 objects? How many objects you need? I gave the answer. Sorry. I gave the answer. Yeah, two objects. To love, how many objects do you need? 2 minimum. Lover and the beloved. Even if you love Rajinikanth, not Rasagopal Prabhu. He's also our superstar here. But I'm talking about film star Rajinikanth, even or Sachin Tendulkar. If you want to love them, you need two at least. You need Sachin Tendulkar or Rajinikanth and yourself. Lover and beloved. Yes? No? Now this is a love story. Our life is nothing but love story. But because it got perfected reflection in movies and everywhere, you are seeing all the hero and heroines running around the bushes and running around the trees in the name of love. That's not the love. The real love is lover and the beloved. Lover is yourself, the Atma, the individual self, and the supreme object of love is God, Krishna. Okay? So when the love happens, the story happens between these two, the journey, then that is called bhakti yoga. You can actually freely interchangeably use bhakti and prema in its purest definition. Bhakti and prema is nothing but same. Everybody say, I love you. Have you ever anybody said I love you to anybody? If you haven't said, then you are a stone. Seriously. Because only stones cannot say. Because as a soul, the Sat, Chit, Ananda are the three attributes that makes up us. To love and beloved is the natural propensity of the soul, the natural need of the soul. A husband loves wife, wife loves husband. A mother loves children, children love parents. There is always an exchange of love happening. A teacher loves student, student loves teacher. I think we are running out of 11:20, so I think I'll go into the actual things, details now. Okay. So the journey has three phases. Okay. First one is called, please repeat after me, Sambandha Jnana. Sambandha means relationship. Okay. The next phase of that love journey is Abhideya Jnana. The third one is called Prayojana Jnana. Yes, okay. Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayojana. Everybody repeat after me. Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayojana. Nice. Now, if you show up at office, first day, you have been recruited. But in interview, you gave all, whatever fake resume or whatever resume you presented, and you went through the whole interview. Finally, you showed up at the office. Now the boss comes around and he says, okay, the first thing you need to understand is what are my roles and responsibilities, right? Then the boss will say, Baba, you have to do this and this, you have to make so and so calls and all that, whatever. So you'll understand your relationship with the organization itself, your relationship with the team. Without understanding what your role is, what your relationship, can you function? Many times that's why, even at work, corporate world, people fight because they don't have there is an identity crisis going on. Who is what? Each one is stepping on each other. That's why they have a racy matrix, right? What is that? Who is responsible, who is accountable, who is whatever that was, right? So you need to understand dash.
Roles and responsibilities.
Better word. I used already three phases. Relationship, correct. You need to understand the relationship between dash and dash. Fill in the blanks.
Lover and beloved.
Wonderful, Mataji. Amazing. Please clap. Now, in this case, who is the lover? Myself. You can say, lover is myself. Everybody say.
Myself.
The beloved. Who is the beloved? Not Rajinikanth. Okay? Radhakant is the supreme. Radhakant means Sri Krishna. Right? He is our supreme beloved. So far the equation is good. So this is called Sambandha Jnana. To understand Sambandha of a living entity with the Supreme Lord is called Sambandha Jnana. Each one of us actually have a direct relationship with the Lord, believe it or not. The generic relationship is that we are, like what Mataji said, Seva. What is, in Chaitanya Charitamrita it is said, what is it? Jivera Swarupa Hoy Krishnera Nityadas. The eternal, constitutional, original position of a living entity, Jiva, is to be a servant of God. Like Mataji said, to serve. That is a natural purpose. Dharma means to serve. Dharma of salt is to be salty. Dharma of sugar is to be sweet. Dharma of water to be liquid. If you artificially take that water and put it in the refrigerator, it will become a solid. But when you bring it to the natural state, what is it? Solid or liquid? Liquid. Dharma of a living entity is to dash. Fill in the blank. Serve. Correct. Dharma of a living entity is to serve. So that is a overarching, umbrella relationship for sure. But then it actually manifests into different flavors. You can serve the Lord as a servant, right? What is it called? Dasya Bhav. Mataji is very highly learned. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for helping. Dasya Bhav. We can have the relationship with the God as a dasya, as a servant. Then next comes Mataji. Sakhya. Now, by the way, each of these rasas are the mellows, the exchange of modes of exchange that is happening between the lover, you, and the God, the Supreme God. Each of these levels, include the previous level. So dasya. So the next level is sakhya. Is called sakhya, means to consider God as a friend. For example, dasya example is Hanumanji, always serving Lord Ramchandra. Sakhya means Arjuna, for example, right? Arjuna always considered Krishna as his friend and he served him like that. So Sakhya includes dasya also. A friend also serves, right? Then above that is Vatsalya. Vatsalya means parental affection. You can consider Krishna. Some people worship, Laddu Gopalji, small Gopalji, because they want to see God as their child. Yashoda Maya is always worried about where is my Krishna? What is he doing? Did he eat? The number one question mom asks children, what is the question? If kids have gone to the school or college, they call, right? Many of you must have your kids in the college or schools, right? Sometimes they're gone. Then what is the number one thing that mom asks? Did you eat? Because that love that mother is expressing is nothing but a 1/1,000,000th of an iota of what Krishna has for all of us. Same thing. It's manifesting through the channel of mother. Right? We cannot see Krishna directly, but we can experience that love, for example, through motherly affection. So that's called Vatsalya Ras. So, what is the lowest one? Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya. Vatsalya includes Sakhya. Sometimes as teenagers, they become, then the parents turn into friends also. Right? In my childhood, my whole thighs were fully red because my mom used all her energy to pinch. But as soon as I turned into teenage, suddenly no more problems because my parents became friends. Right? So Vatsalya also includes friendship. Because now as they say Samadana Dandopaya, right? Everybody knows parents, right? How to treat kids now. Especially in America, even before preteen only, you have to treat them as friends. Otherwise, they will call other friends. They'll knock on the door, 911. Okay? So anyways, where I lost myself. Vatsalya. Above Vatsalya is Madhurya. Madhurya means conjugal love. Loving Krishna as a boyfriend. Right? That is conjugal love. That includes Vatsalya. That includes Sakya. That includes Dasya. Everything. So these are the different relationships you can have with God. So now I'm going to put a picture here. (11:26). Okay. Please observe carefully. Anybody knows the Lord's name? Devotees who already know, please don't say. Or maybe, open for devotees also. Anybody can tell who the Lord is? Shri Radha Madan Mohan Ji. Shri Radha Madan Mohan Ji ki Jai. So Sambandha Jnana has a presiding deity and also an Acharya. Okay? So this deity, can you see now? Okay? Hold on a second, sorry. Yes. Please repeat after me. Jayatam Surato Pango. Mama Mandir Matirgati. Mat Sarvasvaspadam Bhojo. Shri Radha Madana Mohana. So this is the prayers of Radha Madan Mohan Ji. Okay? And if you want to start your spiritual journey, you have to come to this Lord first. Because Sambandha, unless you understand Remember the day one showing up in the office and you want to understand the relationship between yourself and your organization goals and all, and your rest of your peers, and right? You have to understand your sambandha first. Otherwise, what is this? Somebody's telling him just no. You have to start with your relationship. What is my relationship with God? Now that will not be an easy equation. So you have to pray to Madan Mohanji. Okay, Radha Madan Mohanji. So this Radha Madan Mohanji, this is the first temple in Vrindavan, 500 years back. The first ever, when Vrindavan was re-excavated by the Shed Goswamis, this was the first ever temple that was built. Okay, so that is Radha Madan Mohan temple, and this was built by Srila Sanatana Goswami Pad. Srila Sanatana Goswami Pad is one of the 6 Goswamis who have excavated entire Vrindavan. If you go to Delhi today and take a flight to Delhi and go to Vrindavan, all the temples that you are seeing, they are all actually excavated. The primary temples, they were all excavated by Shed Goswamis. Everybody knows the Shed Goswamis' names? Srila Rupa Goswami. Everybody repeat after me. These are the real heroes. These are the heroes. We have to know their names. Not this Salman Khan, this Khan, that Khan. We have to know these names. These are our real heroes. They have preserved our Sanatana Dharma. They have preserved that sanctity of that process and given it to us in disciplic succession. So repeat after me. Proudly say the names loudly. Srila Rupa Goswami. Srila Sanatana Goswami. Srila Gopala Bhatta Goswami. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. Srila Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. Srila Jiva Goswami. So these are the 6 heroes who have come from the spiritual world to save all of us. Because superheroes save, right? So the same thing here. These are the real superheroes who actually came to save the humanity. So Sri Radha Madan Mohan temple was first built by, actually this temple was first built, the deities. Now if you see this deity, okay, watch carefully. This is the original deity that was carved personally by the great grandson of Krishna, Vajranabh. Okay, this is original deity. What you are seeing is only picture, but this is the original deity. They right now reside in Jaipur. Karoli. So long story short, these deities were originally carved by Vajranabh, and Uttara Devi was grandmother, and she confirmed. So basically, Vajranabh wanted to create the one deity of Krishna. So his iteration 1, step 1, resulted in Madan Mohanji. And after examining the deity, the form, Uttara Devi personally confirmed that the lotus feet of the Lord is exactly same as Krishna. Okay, it's difficult to see because I think in the picture they didn't. In the winter they put socks to the Lord. But when you go to Karoli, the deity, you can take the darshan of the deity. If you see the feet of the deity, you have seen directly Krishna's lotus feet. Okay? Make a goal in life, do at least go to Karoli one day and then have the darshan. These deities were originally this temple was built in Vrindavan itself, but because of the so-called miscreant, as we know, who is that fellow? So that fellow, because of that, the king of Jaipur, Man Singh Ji, got a dream that the Lord wanted to come to Jaipur. So the Lord because of that was going on, they secretly brought the Lord to Jaipur to save the deities from these, Muslim guys. Now what happened is the Lord was worshipped there, but then what happened is Gopal, the Man Singh's sister, and she fell in love with the Lord. So she was married to Gopal Singh Ji, another king in Karoli, Rajasthan. Anybody from here from Rajasthan? Mataji? Nobody? Okay. So in Karoli, so then she said, I want to take the Lord with me. But then, long story short, Mansingh didn't like it. So he said, I will put these deities, Madan Mohanji, Govind Devji, and Gopinathji, and I'll blindfold you. You have to go, only if you go and directly fall at the lotus feet of Madan Mohanji, then I will allow. Then guess what happens? Gopal Singh, the king went and then fell directly on Madan Mohanji's feet. And that's how Madan Mohanji went to now Karoli. So if you want to have the darshan of the Lord, lotus feet, Karoli, Rajasthan. Now if we go to Delhi and ask for Karoli, they'll say Neem Karoli and this, so many Karolis are there. So you have to come to Vrindavan and then ask, because then you have to carefully choose, otherwise you'll go end up in a wrong place. Okay. So that is where you can have the darshan of the Lord. Okay. So that is, now you have to pray to this Madan Mohanji if you want to understand dash. Sambandha Jnana. Very nice. Okay. In the interest of time, I'm going to jump to the next phase. The next phase is Abhidheya Jnana. What is it called? By the way, for Sambandha Jnana, the presiding Acharya is also Sanatana Goswami Pad. So you have to pray to Srila Sanatana Goswami Ji Pad to get the blessings so that he can approach Madan Mohanji to ask for our dash with Krishna. Sambandha. Very nice. Next we'll go to, I'm going to skip faster, okay? Next comes Abhidheya Jnana. Abhidheya Jnana means once you understand your relationship, then you have to act according to that relationship. Yes? Once you understand your roles and responsibilities when you show up in the first day in the office or in the college, now you have to act according to that relationship. Yes? That is called, that jnana, that knowledge is called Abhidheya Jnana. That's called what? Dash, fill in the blank. Abhidheya Jnana. That Abhidheya Jnana can be achieved when we pray to Srila Rupa Goswami. In fact, in this Gaudiya Vaishnava Parampara, we are all called Rupanugas. We are all called what? Rupanugas means we are the followers of Srila Rupa Goswami. Srila Rupa Goswami is the one who has understood the heart of the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. What is that? Manobhishtam. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swa Padantikam. When will I have the darshan of the lotus feet of Srila Rupa Goswami, who has understood the heart of Krishna? Can anybody understand the heart of God? Srila Rupa Goswami has achieved that. So is the Acharya, he is the Acharya for Abhidheya Jnana. He is Acharya for what? So once you understand your relationship, you have to act according to that relationship. So in simple words, that is called bhakti. So we do sadhana bhakti. Now if you want to improvise your sadhana bhakti, as you are doing your chanting, as you are doing seva, right? You have to pray to, now let us go to the next deity. Carefully see here. Please pay attention. I don't know if you can see. They are called Srila Radha Govind Devji. Srila Radha Govind Bhagwan ki. He is called in Jaipur, he is called Govind Dev. Now again, Vajranabh ji has carved the deities, and Uttara Devi, after examining the deity, she confirmed this is exactly how Krishna's face will look like. So once you go home, here it's not projected properly, you go home and on the internet, you'll get in Instagram and all, you get very high quality pictures of this. Govind Dev, Jaipur Govind Dev ji. Search for like that. And pay close attention, maybe the next photo has that. Can you see better? This is how exactly Krishna's face looks like. Now as sadhakas, I'll tell one tip. Okay, can I? With your permission? Not that I figured out, but at least something. Nowadays we're taking selfies and all, pictures, camera and all, everywhere, wherever. You know, in London it seems if you're taking selfie, then suddenly that guy will run away, snatch the phone and run away. So there you have to tie full something and then you have to take picture like that. But anyway, you're taking pictures, right? As a sadhana, you open, like, for example, here you can see very clearly, right? On a laptop, it's very clear. Because of the sun rays, you're not able to clearly see here. But look at the Lord. For a second, please look at the Lord. Then close your eyes. Take a picture. This eyes is like a picture, camera. Click. And then see that in your heart also again. Same, you have to visualize when you close your eyes. You can't see clearly? Open. Click again. Then again close. See, you are putting an impression of the Lord's form on your mind. Chapro up, I say, pictures. Because we see all kinds of nonsense in this world. Because our minds are all, imprinted with the so-called social media things, all these kinds of nonsensical things going on. That is what, in TV, cinema, all these things are capturing all nonsensical things. So we have to rub that noise and then imprint Krishna's form. So how do you do that? By taking self-realization pictures, not selfies. This is self-realization means what? We realize that we are Nitya Das of Krishna. So how do you do that? My Lord, take a picture of the Lord, look at the beautiful face of the Lord, capture it, close your eyes, and then be able to see that. Understand, everybody? So when you're chanting, have a nice picture of the Lord, and then nicely see, and then capture, and then focus on the Rupa. This is called Rupa Dhyanam. So anyways, so Govindadev's face is same exactly as Krishna. Same fellow, because of that fellow, the Lord was brought to Jaipur. Now in Jaipur, the Lord is, the original deities are here in Jaipur. The temple is there. This temple was such a 7-story temple in Vrindavan. And Aurangzeb realized, he saw the big huge candle, the lights on the 7th floor. And he said, what is that? Demolish that whole thing. He saw that from Agra, from Delhi itself. So then they dismantled the entire temple. But now only 2 stories are there in Vrindavan. During that time, when they were demolishing, they heard the sounds of a lion. Then immediately all the soldiers ran away. So that's how now you can see the 2-storied building. But otherwise, this is an architectural marvelous piece. The temple was such a grandeur display of architecture those days, 500 years back in Vrindavan. So that temple, we have Pratibhu deities there in Vrindavan. Now Pratibhu deities, Vaishnavas actually consider them equally same as Swayambhu. But if you want to see the original form of the Lord also, now they are, by the mercy of the Lord, they are giving darshan in Jaipur. Okay, so that is, so far we have seen the feet of the Lord, and we got the mercy of Sambandha Jnana. Then we are seeing the face of the Lord, and we are praying to Govindadevji to get what? Dash, which Jnana? Abhidhyaya Jnana. Okay, now finally we are left with Prayojana Jnana. Prayojana. So for this, for the Abhidhyaya Jnana, Shri Rupa Goswami Pad is the Acharya. So we have to pray to Shri Rupa Goswami every single day, so that we get the mercy of Govindadevji. Okay. Next comes Prayojana. You understood your relationship. You acted according to that relationship in the form of sadhana bhakti. Yes. Now comes Prayojana, the fructification, the fruit of that. What is that?
Krishna Prema.
Mataji understood everything. Please. She precisely said in one. I thought, again people will give me multiple options. She understood it. Krishna Prema. The ultimate goal of life is not to go to Goloka. The ultimate goal of life is to have Krishna Prema. And Krishna desires to go to for me to go to hell or heaven or Goloka, it's up to him. But I want to simply serve. I want to combine these two Mataji's concepts. That is precisely what they said. Seva, Prema. Prema means what? Prema has to be actionable. Otherwise, if I go home every day, I'll tell my wife, oh, my dear, I love you so much. And I will not lift even a spoon at home. happily I'll sleep. And the Mataji is doing all the things. Oh, I love you, honey. What is that? Love has to translate into action, seva, right? So what these two Matajis today said actually in 2 words is what I was trying to say for the whole 1 hour. But they have summarized so clearly. So prayojana means the fructification of your sadhana bhakti, which is the prema of the Lord. And that is awarded, now you please see. You all can see? Their lordships, their name is Radha Gopinath in Jaipur again. Okay? Shri Radha Gopinath Bhagwan ki. So Radha Gopinath ji is the Prayojana deity. And the Acharya for this is, anybody can tell? Srila Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Correct. Srila Gopal Bhatta Goswami is the Acharya for that. Of course, these deities were actually worshipped by Srila Madhu Pandit ji. Okay, because Gopal Bhatta Goswami Pad has given it to the Madhu Pandit. Actually, the darshan actually came to Madhu Pandit ji. He had the direct darshan of the Lord. So again, Vajranabh was confirmed by Uttara Devi that the chest from the middle portion, the Tribhanga, right, from the waist to the chest is exactly same as Krishna. Okay, so these deities are again, they are right now in Jaipur only. Okay, so now there are so many stories, but I don't have time now. Interestingly, if you see look at the heart of the Lord, right, now you can see the beautiful face of the Lord here. Yeah, let me see if there is another. Here again, I don't want to go into the details, but you can see here 2 deities again here on the 2 sides. Who are they? Can anybody guess? Generally, if Krishna is there and 2 Radha and Srimati Radharani and not Rukmini, Lalita Sakhi, usually you will see that. Srimati Radharani and Lalita Devi will be there. But here, what you are seeing is the original Murti was the smaller Srimati Radharani. And the smaller Srimati Radharani was there. Then Lord Nityananda's consort, her name is Janavu Mata. She got a dream in which Gopinath ji complained, my Radharani is little bit, height is not there. Please, can you bring me a taller Radharani? Like that, she got a dream. So she then, Janavi Mata got this carved in Bengal, and with the devotees, they sent that to Vrindavan, not Vrindavan, now in Jaipur. So this is bigger Radharani is there. But however, when Srimati Janavi Devi came to have her final darshan, she actually disappeared from this world by merging into this deity in front of everybody. So the deities, now all these 3 deities are worshipped by the Gaudiya Vaishnavas only. Those families only are continuing. And they consider her as Janava Mata and also consider her as the Srimati Radharani. Okay. So we pray to Radha Gopinath ji to get Krishna Prema. Okay. So this is the path. Everybody understood, right? Love story. Starts from you, ends with Krishna. Sambandha Jnana, Abhidaya Jnana, Prayojana Jnana. Sanatana Goswami, Srila Rupa Goswami, Srila Gopala Bhatta Goswami. What is the deity's name? Madan Mohan ji in Karoli, Gopinath ji in, Govind Dev ji in Jaipur, Gopinath ji in Jaipur. One is exactly same as, his lotus feet is same as Krishna. The other one, the face, Govind Dev ji's face is same as Krishna. Heart is same as Krishna. If you see the heart of the Lord here, Gopinath ji, there is a watch there. Around 1900s or whatever, 1800s, when Britishers were there, one Britisher guy said, you guys are doing, there is no consciousness and all, you are just doing stone worship like that, they said. And he said, he put this watch by removing that, pulse thing. And if they put it on the Lord's hand, and if it starts, then I will agree that there is life. And then that's what happened. That's why he is also called Ghadi Thakurji. Thakurji also wears here Ghadi. Okay. So many stories are there. But in summary, please pray to Srila Prabhupada. Please close your eyes. Pray to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya. Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale. Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve. Gauravani Pracharine. Nirvishesha Shunyavadi. Paschatya Deshatarine. Srila Prabhupada, please say after me. Please, Srila Prabhupada, please give me the blessings so that one day, personally, I will go to Karoli, I'll go to Jaipur to have the darshan of the Lord. If you see the Lord from the sunrise to the sunset, if you see all these three deities in one single day, okay, then you have seen Krishna face to face. So make it a point next time when you go to Delhi. It's easy. You go to Delhi, fly to Delhi or whatever, wherever you are. Go to Vrindavan, have nice darshans of the Vrindavan temples, and then you come to Karoli by that evening. Sleep. Next day morning, you get up. Karoli, you can have nice Mangalarti darshan and regular darshan also. By around 10 a.m. and all, if you start to Jaipur, it's only 5 hours journey in car. And the other two temples are just 15 minutes away. Have the full darshan in one single day. And when you go there, because we didn't do, because the time, pray to these three deities for how we want to pray. So we have seen how to see Krishna face to face. We have seen the lotus feet of the Krishna face to face. We have seen the face of the Lord face to face. We have seen the chest of the Lord as confirmed face to face. And all these three deities you can actually see in one single day. Then you will get, somebody was saying moksha, somebody was saying Goloka, Vrindavan, Vaikuntha. All your wishes will be fulfilled. I think I'll stop here. So let's pray that all of us will get a chance to go one day to have the darshan. Please do not miss in this opportunity, in this lifetime. Okay? And finally, if you see, anybody knows this Lord? Mataji knows everybody. Radha Ramanji. Radha Ramanji is the complete, fully manifested Swayambhu. Okay? This deity that you are seeing is a Swayambhu. Many people know Tirupati? There, the Venkateshwara Swami, Balaji is Swayambhu, right? Self-manifested. Same. If you're not getting appointment in Tirupati, fly to Vrindavan and you get the same darshan. This deity over the night from Shaligram Silas formed into itself directly. This is a fully manifested Swayambhu, original deity, Radha Ramanji. And if you see the Lord here, this Lord features combines all the three: the face, the feet, and the chest. So if you see this Lord also, you have seen all the three. If you don't have time, shortcut again. The Kali Yuga minds are all looking for shortcuts. So Acharyas are so merciful. And the Lord himself is merciful. He manifested all the three. Gopinath ji, Madan Mohan ji, and Govinda Dev ji, all in one form. That is Radha Ramana. Okay? So while going home today, in your, all of you have YouTube and all, right? On your car, there's a beautiful, wonderful song. Okay? It's called Vrajajana Priyatam. Vrajajana Priyatam. Bala Mukundam. Okay? Just search by this and settle down in your car while going nicely, play that song.
इंद्रेश महाराज
इंद्रेश प्रभु जी का, वो गाना सुनिए आप, कितना ब्यूटीफुल सॉन्ग है. माता जी knows, right? So hear that song about Madan Mohan, Ramana ji, Radha Ramana ji. No, we don't have time. That's okay. Okay, I'll stop here. Radha Madan Mohan ji, Radha Ramana Julal ki Jai. So thank you so much once again. Thank you, Prabhuji, and thank you so much for the opportunity. I think we will skip on the question and answers because it's time. And if anybody has any questions or any corrections while having prasadam, we can discuss. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you. Please once again big round of applause to Prabhuji. Congratulations, before electing of the director, asking also the PDPs of Radha Krishna.